realized that compared to 2008, we have the same number of exhibitors, but we have, in terms of pre-registered visitors, in 2009, 40% more than we had last year. So there is quite a substantial increase in interest in THAIFEX as compared to last year, which we find is a very, very good situation, because it shows that THAIFEX really has established itself as an international event for overseas buyers. They say, I don't really care how the economic and political situation is. I have to be at THAIFEX because I can do my business there. And that is good, because it shows that the show is established.
Can you tell us why there's a 40% jump in visitorship? Is it because of the influx of buyers from overseas who want to buy from Thailand? Or what are the reasons?
I think there's quite a substantial influx, additional interest from buyers from overseas. It could also be that there's a certain shift in terms of interest where to buy foodstuffs, given the, say, regional situation. We had a little bit of negative PR for foodstuffs from China over the last 12 months. Yeah, so we would expect that some of the foreign buyers who in the past may have planned to go to shows like CIAL or the FHC now decided to come to THAIFEX, because in Thailand and in Southeast Asia these issues are definitely not as significant as they have been over the last 12 months for China. Yeah, so I think there's a certain shift from China over to THAIFEX, to Thailand at the moment, to Southeast Asia at the moment. We also have the situation that this year there's no Food and Hotel Asia to be open about that, yeah, which is the other large food trade show in Southeast Asia. So there's a certain concentration on this market, and yeah, there we are. Yeah.
Is it also the same reason for the influx in overseas exhibitors?
The influx of overseas exhibitors has been building up over the years. So I would not say that we had a very significant increase in overseas exhibitors as compared to the increased rates we had in the previous editions of THAIFEX. So there we just have a kind of stable development, whereas with the visitors we really have a jump. Yeah.
Is Thailand recognized?
This lady.
As the economic downturn problem, this year, THAIFEX is important to promote users or have some campaign to help exhibitors?
We as a commercial company do not have campaigns to help exhibitors. What we do is we of course do more marketing. We basically went out and said, given the situation we are in at the moment with the economic downturn, also with the situation in Thailand, we just have to do more in terms of publicizing the event and also talking to companies to do something special. So I think we have been working quite hard on the seminar program, which is going on downstairs, to improve the quality of this and also to integrate and involve our exhibitors much more than we did before. I also have to say the DEP, our partner, has been doing their share very, very intensively this year. They organize visitor fly-in programs from all over the world, so we have quite substantial delegations of overseas visitors coming to THAIFEX on the invitation of the Thai government, actually. We have a large US delegation, for example, I think 35-40 people, and a quite large number of other delegations from the Middle East, from Asian countries, from Australia and so on. So that really helps a lot. It also helps because this is bringing up the internationality of the show. So people are being invited once, but they may be coming back next year on their own expense, and they may be bringing along some more people. Yeah, so that really is a very nice thing. In terms of general trends for the exhibition, I think it's fair to say that food exhibitions are less affected by economic developments than say other trade shows, which are much more reflecting, say, industry trends, because whatever happens, people always have to eat, and so there's always a certain, basic underlying food trade going on, never mind how the economy is. And again, that is also reflected in exhibitions. So you have some peaks going ups and downs, of course, also in these types of shows, but it's not as significant as, for example, in electronic trade shows or something like that.
Yeah, people do have to eat, but
Yep.
do they eat differently now? Maybe they buy more private labels, or they have more functional food so that they can stretch the dollar. Do you see this trend among your exhibitors?
Among these exhibitors, not really. We have a certain trend towards, say, more high-quality foodstuffs, particularly from the Asian exhibitors who would like to get into the international food markets. That's the other trend what's going on, actually, that people are getting more selective about the food they actually purchase. They're looking more towards certified foods, organic foods, and so on, and that is becoming a growing portion of THAIFEX exhibitors.
How would you see Thailand, our potential to be as a world major food producer?
Or Thailand already is.
Yeah, I mean, how would you think that we still can be sustain this recognition in the future compared to other in Asian countries?
I think, again, the most important part is maintaining quality levels. Thailand has been suffering a little bit over the last couple of years due to the overextensive use of antibiotics, for example, in seafood production. There were some issues on chicken meat, poultry, to be exported to the European Union due to food hygiene issues. So I think one thing definitely is quality. Hygiene is a very, very important part. The packaging and the presentation of foods also is a very important part, because retailers tend to increase their orders with manufacturers who already have ready packed and ready packaged and ready to put on the shelf products available. Yeah. So market research, working with customers, looking at trends, and really maintaining very high quality and hygiene standards will make the difference. I'm pretty sure about that.
Besides standards, how about halal certification and kosher? Do you think this is going to be a growing trend among the medals that they put step onto the packaging?
I think that's a very important trend which is coming up, particularly for Asia. You have about 1.5, 1.8 billion Muslims living in Asia, and that is a number which is going to grow over the next couple of years. And even though a lot of these people are not the richest in the region, also they are gaining in terms of income. And once they gain an income, the opportunity to really live and eat according to your religious standards and beliefs is becoming more prevalent, as it is at the moment, maybe.